Hey sweet friends, welcome back to another video. This week I'm bringing you 4 kid approved, kid friendly, however you want to say it, supper ideas that are sure to please the pickiest of eaters. Lord knows I've had my share of them with my boys, but it all got better. So sit back, enjoy this video, and let's get cooking, y'all. Come on, let's go. All right, first up, who doesn't love pizza? I know my boys absolutely adore pizza even now. So it is definitely a family favorite around here. This is just everything that I used in my pizza, but it will be featured in another upcoming video. I'm hosting a huge collab of different kind of like sheet pan ideas. So I'm just showing you everything that we're going to put on ours. If you want to see how I make it, you'll have to come back and watch that video. It's the first Sunday in March, I believe. I don't know if that's March 3rd or the 9th. I cannot remember. But it's going to be a good one, y'all. It's going to be chock full of family favorites, new recipes, any kind of desserts, anything like that. So I hope you will come back and watch that video. But here is that pizza, and it was absolutely divine. So good, y'all. Let me know below if y'all have ever made a sheet pan pizza or what you like on yours. And up next, we have an all-American favorite here, let me tell you, is the hot dogs with the easiest side ever, which is just chips and dip. So this is probably one of my boys' favorite meals when they were little, and I just wanted to go ahead and share it with you all. And this is everything you'll need pictured right here. So let's get cooking. So first off, we just have some bun-size beef franks, some hot dog chili without the beans, and I'm gonna make my own coleslaw. I just chopped up my coleslaw mix right here just to get it a little bit smaller, because that's just how we like it. Some split top buns, because you know that's just a must. Some, and then whatever chips you want. So we just had ripples and some chip dip. So, and to make my coleslaw, I just put mayonnaise, a little bit of sugar, salt, pepper, and a little bit of vinegar to kind of thin it out. And I just dumped this hot dog chili sauce right there in that pan. And then I'm just grilling up those hot dogs right there on my griddle. I love having that griddle in the middle of my pan or stove. But here it is, all served up. I like my hot dog loaded with everything. Let me know in the comments below what you like on yours. Up next, who doesn't like a good old cheeseburger, slider, or just a cheeseburger in general? But this is just how I'm going to make them. Real quick and easy peasy this night. I'm just going to get my ground beef. I've got some 80-20 and then some 93-7, I believe. And then some beefy onion soup mix, some Worcestershire, and then, of course, some slider buns. And all you're going to do is just put all of this meat, mix it all together in a bowl, and we're going to put it right there on that sheet pan. And that's the easiest way to make a lot of burgers in a little time, which is perfect for a busy weeknight. So I just mixed everything together, and I am just patting all this out to where it fits the whole sheet pan. It is going to shrink a lot. That just bakes in the oven till it's cooked all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and dice up some onions right here, get them in my skillet to get those sauteing and all caramelized. And that's what we're going to put on top of these burgers here in a minute. But I just cooked these down with some butter and some Cavenders. That is all they need. And then I just put the lid on, let them sweat until they cook down and get nice and caramelized, caramely. And then I'm just going to go ahead and spread them right up on top of this hamburger. I've already pulled that out. It is already cooked all the way through. We're going to spread those as evenly as possible, and then we're going to top that with some cheese, but we're going to cut it first to where they'll fit on our slider buns. And then I am going to leave about 4 of these burgers plain, because my oldest one does not want cheese on his. He just likes his meat and onions and you know, just dipping it in ketchup. So right there, you'll see the 4 that I've left off. And this is why I cut them in half right here, just so I could have easier time getting them on to the slider buns. And then we're just going to top them off, put those back on that same sheet pan that you cooked. I just wiped it off a little bit so there wasn't so much grease left over from cooking that meat. But put those back on the sheet pan, and we're going to mix up some butter and some Badia Complete and a little bit of Worcestershire in there. We're just going to brush the top of those buns, and then we're going to put those back in that oven. It'll still be hot from where you cooked the burger in there, and then you'll just let them stay in there until your fries are done, and they'll get a little bit cooked through. Those buns will be nice and warm. Here they are after I pulled everything out, and the fries were already cooked too. You'll see them here in just a second. But this is what we had this night for supper, and it was delicious. Definitely a winner. Must try. All right, y'all, last but not least for this week, we are going to make some barbecue boneless chicken wings right here. I just have the Great Value chicken wings, the boneless ones. They're breaded. We are going to cook those in there, and we're going to add a little bit of barbecue sauce, and we're going to make some macaroni and cheese. And just here in a little bit, you'll see me, I'm going to make some homemade cream corn at the last minute. I don't really have a recipe, but I'll tell y'all as I go since I just made it up in my head. But first off, we're going to start by just spraying our pan. We're going to dump out these little bitty chicken wings, chicken nuggets, whatever you want to call it. We're going to bake those for about 20 minutes in the oven to where they get nice and crispy. While those are baking, we're going to make our macaroni and cheese according to box directions. But y'all know me by now. I got to add in some extra cheese and heavy whipping cream and, of course, some pepper. And we're just going to stir all that together and just make it all happy. That's what I say. You got to make it happy. But we'll just let that sit aside. We'll pull out those chicken wings now that they are done. We're going to go ahead and drizzle them with a little bit of this barbecue sauce right here. I'm using the Kinder's mild barbecue sauce. This is just what I had on hand, but please feel free to use whatever you want. I'll stir them all together where they're coated, and then I'll take the last little bit of that barbecue sauce, go ahead and top them on off, stick them back in that 400-degree oven until they are all the way cooked through and nice and caramelized from that broiler at the last little bit. So to make this corn, you'll start out with a little bit of butter in a skillet. Dump you some corn in there, whatever kind you want to. I used about 1/8 of a cup of sugar and about a cup of heavy whipping cream and just a little dash of vanilla. And then I'll let that come to a boil, and then I'll do equal parts of flour and water. And I think I did about 2 tablespoons of flour to 2 tablespoons of water. Kind of made like a thickener, poured that on in, and just let it get all nice and thick and happy. And it is the best cream corn ever. So here's everything that is all ready to be gobbled on up, and trust me, it was. This was definitely a winner barbecue chicken dinner. All right, y'all, that is it for this week's video. I really and truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and think about subscribing and becoming part of my YouTube family. I wish you all the very best. God bless, my friends. Bye.